So I came across a new product, for me at least, the other day, and that is the Cascade Wild little tiny compact ultralight backpacking table. Now you might be asking yourself, why in the world would I carry something like this backpacking? The benefit to having a table like this with you in the backcountry is it keeps things off of the ground. Often I'm in very sandy places or it's wet. I'm in a place right now where there's a bunch of snow and I don't want to get things wet or dirty, which I know we're out backpacking, you shouldn't worry about getting things dirty. But if I'm putting like a gas canister, like a butane canister from my stove inside of my pot, I'd rather keep that more clean than get it nice and dirty and then shove that down in my pot. Or a place to put a utensil after I'm done eating and I'm trying to like clean up and stuff. There's just a lot of really good uses to something like this where it's so compact, so lightweight, just does a really nice job of being a convenient piece of equipment in the backcountry. So Cascade Wild, 2.2 ounces, really small package. So this thing is about 4 inches wide and a length of 12 inches. So it just slides really nice down into the side mesh pocket of your pack. And this is made out of like a corrugated type plastic, and the best thing that I can compare it to are those like political signs that you see posted in people's front yards. It's that kind of plastic that they slide down over those frames to like stick into the ground, but it's really strong, robust, and I think it's a really cool product. Pretty innovative for comparing to the other options that are available out on the market. Like GSI, I know for sure has tables like this, but they don't achieve the weight. They're almost like a pound. Don't quote me on that, but I know that they don't get down to that 2.2 ounces that this thing is. So let's go ahead and open this up. It's got little like plastic snaps on here, which I'm going to show you a benefit of these outside ones here in a second, but it just unfolds. And then you've got the legs here. Now I know the gentleman that owns this company, his name is Jim, and on their website they talk about having like a die or a jig that allows them to cut this plastic and fold it in such a way that makes it really usable and doesn't ruin it. So that just snaps together like so, and there you go. There's your little tiny table to put all your stuff on. Really cool. So guys, here's a good example of a time that you would want to use a table like this. Now with this all set up, you can see that it's really sturdy, it's nice and strong. It does bow down in the middle because there isn't any support straight through the middle here. But putting a stove on there as well as your cook pot, this is a great way to keep things off of the ground, especially with snow. Using a canister stove like this, by not having that stove sit down or that canister sit down on the snow, then you're going to get a little bit better efficient gas usage out of the stove that way. The other benefit too is a lot of times if your pot gets wet when you're pouring water into it and then you get mud on it or other things like that and then stick it on your pot, you're going to get kind of a gross burn smell and it's going to scorch the bottom of your pot. But this is totally a luxury item, but I think it's such a cool concept to keep things off the ground, keep things clean and dry. Something that you're going to want to pay really close attention to though is if your pot gets really hot, chances are that you could melt this plastic and then you are kind of in a mess. So pay attention to putting really hot things on here, but having a stove on there to cook, that's not going to be a problem for you. So something else to consider, because these are so lightweight, why not get 2 of them and then you've got a bigger table to work with. Now these literally are running for $10 a piece. Really inexpensive, and that's one of the awesome things about it. They're even cheaper when you buy 2 of them or more at once. So you can clip as many of these together as you want. You could make kind of like a really long banquet table. I think this is just such a cool product that having 2 of them at 4.4 ounces, you'll be able to cook throw your food on there and your utensils and everything. You can put your cup on there so that you've got something that's sturdy that is not gonna fall over. All of that. Guys, it's just such a cool product that I'm really, really excited about. If you can't tell, 10 bucks, it's worth a shot to try it to see if you like it. I think they're awesome. And the owner of this company, super nice guy. I emailed back and forth with him a little bit and just very personable, and wanted to create a product that people would be able to use that accomplished the task of being ultra light, but also giving the convenience of keeping things off the ground, dry and clean. So guys, the only real points of consideration for this are if the product that you're using to put on top of this is over 10 pounds, this thing, it should not have more than 10 pounds on it. And just the fact that you could potentially burn this if you put something that is too hot on top of it, since it is a really lightweight plastic material. But for the most part, I think this thing is just so cool and accomplishes a need in the backcountry that doesn't cost a lot of weight for you to be able to take this. Sliding it into the mesh pocket on the side of your pack makes it really convenient to carry. So there you go, Cascade Wild Ultralight Table. 2.2 ounces, only costs about 10 bucks. So check it out. I think it's a really, really cool product. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hope you have an awesome day.